What is going on, Yeousch? It is Conquering12, or as some of you may know, Punched. But with a recent change and rebirth comes a new name. If you want to know what that name means, you can check out my video on my channel. Otherwise, that's not what this video is about. This video is about this game right here. This is where zombies began. This is terrifying. Okay? Running around in this little claustrophobic room with shitty lighting and aliens. Creepy aliens that can climb up and down. That's creepy. All they have to do is take zombies, put aliens and humans, predators maybe, and bam, you're going to have a game better than zombies. Because it is terrifying when you crank that volume up. Just watch the gameplay. I think it's probably about 7 minutes into it. But there's just a scene that literally terrified me and made my heart jump. And I guarantee you'll be able to figure out what part that was. I just turned, man. I'm not even going to ruin it because it was pretty epic. And I think it's worth it. But anyways. What I want to talk about is classics. You know, this is a classic to me, this game. It's not a great game. The campaign it's fun to play, but it was glitchy. Everyone knew it. All these aliens and predator games and alien versus predator games, even the movies, they just don't work that well. But I'll tell you what does work. Finding games that you enjoy. You see, these days, it's all about the mass market. People want to feel like they are a part of something. So classics will get overlooked because most of them, you have to play by yourself. You can play co-op, but you need a buddy next to you. People want to play games that have social interactions. People want to play games where it's like, that's a real person playing that character. They feel like they're a part of something, you know? It no longer makes them feel like I'm playing a game alone. They can jump on and make a new friend. You can always jump into a party, and you might have to join a few games these days because it's riddled with, you guys know what I'm talking about. But you can always find someone to play with and someone to talk to, and there's always like-minded people. I mean, shit, if you're both playing a video game, you got something in common right there. So just talk about the game. If you don't like the game, I don't understand why you're playing it. So you and I aren't even going to have a conversation right now. What? I'm serious. I mean, when I was younger, I played games I didn't like because of the what? The social interaction, because my friends played it. So you get a game because your friends play it. And then after a while, you might get good at it. It's funny how people hate Call of Duty. And then within 2 weeks, I guarantee they're like, I kind of like this game. Because it's really easy to get kills. It's really easy to play. It glorifies the whole me, myself, and I. If your team's playing like shit, you can lone wolf it and still get a good KD. The way I look at it is, it's still a loss. I mean, it's just like going to war. If you go into a war zone, it doesn't matter how many people you kill. It doesn't matter how many people they kill. All that's going to matter exactly. I don't even gotta say it. You know exactly what matters. It matters who is the victor. But it's just a game. It is just a game. So then don't start talking to me about why you get so angry at just a game. It's just a game, right? No. You probably are not going to get angry if you play the computer by yourself. You probably won't these days. But people will get so angry when they know that someone is behind that controller. You know, like classic arcade games to me where you used to put on this big ass helmet, these gloves and stuff, and it was virtual reality. But it was so crappy, but it felt so real. Does that make sense to you guys? I don't know how many of you remember that, but I remember going to the mall and seeing these little virtual reality things. You have to pay like $20 to use these things. And people paid the money to use them because it was a pretty cool experience. But these days you got the Kinect, and it kind of scares me. It scares me to think that a video game is going to get so real that a person can stand up, strap shit onto them that's like, let's say they're little rubber pads that stick to your skin, and they monitor every movement you do. They have shit like that already. It's called motion control. It's just expensive as hell, but they're conditioning you and getting you ready for it. But think about it. You're playing Modern Warfare 20, and you've got the ability to beat down people, jump on them, and you're just doing the motions. That's getting really real. It's a character in a game, yes. It's not real, yes. But that anger is real. That happiness you get for getting kills is real. Like, I remember I used to be the FPS guy who didn't play other side games. If it wasn't FPS, I probably didn't play it. I might dabble in it. But now I'm going back to my roots. I started out playing games. Well, I did start out playing FPS. I started out playing freaking Doom. And then ColecoVision, that sure as hell didn't have any. You guys probably don't even know what that is. I didn't even know what that was. It belonged to my sisters. You gotta love hand-me-downs, because I loved ColecoVision. I had every little game. The original, like, Donkey Kong. And it's not Donkey Kong. I can't remember the name of it. I'd really like to do a video on that collection. Can't really record it that well. I would need to get... I don't know what I would need for that, because I don't even think I could record that. But let me get back to that. If things got so real to where it's almost just virtual reality, like you are just standing there controlling a character through a video game. It's like that movie with Bruce Willis or whatever. I don't know the name of the movie. I just know what the movie's about. Never saw it. And I believe that's what's about to happen. They're just conditioning people to control, like, maybe robots, you know? I never understood, like, the military does so much work. Why don't they do more work on robots with guns? Oh, because people would freak the f*** out. You know, if they told you they made 1,000 robot soldiers that are controlled by men, people are not going to like that. There's no self-control. There's no fear. This person is sitting in a little cubicle, completely protected, and he knows that that robot can just out. That is like the power of God in the hands of men. And I'm just going to say that most men in the military that aren't higher up and have not reached that level of maturity, if you're in the military, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what you are surrounded by. And you know it sometimes gets annoying. But it's getting too real almost. And the classics have definitely died out because everything's got to be better. It's got to be more realistic. If things get more realistic for me, it's going to creep me out. This game right here that you're watching creeped me out. And it's so bad, the graphics, it's ridiculous. But it looks real enough. But what's creepy about it is that beeping noise. The fact that these things are climbing up and down walls and I can't see where they're coming from. But it's a good creepy because it's just a game. I'm killing aliens. They're not people. But thinking of me controlling a character that's killing other people's, controlling a character, then next it's going to be robots fighting robots, and then next is going to be robots killing men. What? Terminator 2 was like my favorite movie as a kid. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, seeing something completely different. If you guys like someone who gives it from the heart, yeah, gives it from the heart, no bullshit, check my channel out. I promise you, that's all you're ever going to get from me. I got nothing else to give these days. So, this is Conquering12 out. I hope to see you guys around.